Hey guys, how you doing? Hey, this past weekend at the Great Appalachian Homesteading Conference, I purchased 2 mushroom logs, 2 different kinds of logs. You'll see those kinds in this video. Both the kinds that we talk to Two Angel Mushroom Farm about are the 2 that I got. Very informative. Really liked everything they had to say. So I went ahead and bought the 2. And I think I'm going to love having them. In an upcoming video, maybe I'll show you where I'm placing them, and maybe they can watch the video and tell me if I did a good job placing them or not such a good job placing them. But anyways, this is kind of an informative video. He talked to me for a really long time. Jenny recorded it. I'm going to be honest, I haven't even really watched it yet, so I don't even know what's in there, but I know I was there talking to the dude, and he knew what he was talking about. So come check it out, and hopefully find something informative in it.
When you're doing shiitake logs, which you want to usually stay in between 4 and 8 inches in diameter, and the reason why is because shiitake is a slow roller. And every hole that you see is basically, it grows an inch.
Okay.
That's why it's drilled in diamond pattern all the way around the rock.
Okay.
That way, they won't interconnect with one another.
Oh, all right.
And with shiitake,
What will interconnect? The individual mushroom or the
the mycelium.
the mycelium? Okay,
Yes, because that's what this is right here.
Right.
Is mycelium. This is the body.
Okay.
This is the fruit.
Right.
This is the food source. And basically, what it's going to do is, as it colonizes through the log, within about 6 to 24 months, it's going to be ready to fruit.
Okay.
And when the temperatures stay right, temperatures usually need to be around between 50-ish to about 70.
Okay.
Sometimes you can get it at 70, but usually I would say my 70 is the top.
Okay.
And you get the right amount of rain, mushrooms are going to pop. I mean, it's going to tremendously overflow. Once it is fruited the first time, then there's a 10-week rest. Now, that's the reason why we say
You
it
said that
gets
first
too
fruit,
fresh.
that first maybe 16 to 24 months in?
It takes 6 to 24 months to colonize to be ready to fruit.
Okay.
Then once it fruits,
Right.
depending on whether if it's spring or fall, once it fruits, then it has to have that first 10-week rest. Be able to re-energize itself to be able to refruit.
So harvest that first fruit,
Yes.
and then
And
nothing.
then let it alone. Just let it alone and just let it rest and let the natural rainfall take care of it.
Right.
Now once it is harvested second, usually your third flush is when you're going to have a tremendous boom. And I mean, you're going to have more than you can handle.
Candy.
Yes. And basically, the log will last you, depending on the size and diameter, will last you anywhere from 3 to about 4 years.
Okay.
So you get a good set amount of mushrooms to eat twice a year because it fruits spring and fall. And then I have Venetians, which is an orchard mushroom, which is more aggressive than the shiitakes. That's the reason I do them in such bigger logs. That way it will last longer, but it's going to take about the same amount as it would shiitakes, colonize through the log.
Okay.
Sometimes it don't take that long. It's all depend on Mother Nature.
Right.
If Mother Nature says it's time fruit, it's time fruit. It's just there's no stopping.
Right.
But once, the Venetian, I love the Venetian because it's such a meaty, savory. It's about the only oyster I can say you can actually grill, smoke, deep fry it. I mean, bake it, the whole 9 yards, because usually shiitake and portobellos, are famous for that. But Venetian, you can actually do that because, I mean, it really gets meaty, because I've got chefs that buy that all the time. And he did a all vegetarian dish. And he basically took the Venetian oyster, flipped it upside down, slid it in the oven just just give it a little bit of a crisp, and then turn around and breaded it and deep fried it and make it look like you were having a chicken fried steak.
Yeah.
And he said it's so phenomenal.
Right.
And he came back and ordered another one because he kept it on the menu. But you know, but this one particular Venetian wall fruit, I would say about mid-spring to fall. It varies because if it gets up in the 90s, it's not going to fruit. You know.
Oh, okay, right.
So it's and then I have a winter tree orchard.
How do people preserve these ones as well? But I think I watched somebody can shiitake.
Yes, you can can shiitakes. You can dry. Basically, most mushrooms you want to dry.
Dry them up. Okay.
So basically, what you're going to do is, like on the shiitake, you're going to take the cap, but you're going to take the stem off.
Okay.
Because the stem's going to dry all night by itself, and you can grind that into powder and use it as seasoning, or to make soup broth or whatever. Yeah. But the cap itself, you can dry it. If you flip it upside down and let the natural sun dry it, the more vitamin D content that it's going to provide for the mushroom.
Oh, okay.
That's with any mushroom. If you flip it upside down where the gill's facing the sun and let it air dry, it's going to dry and it's going to produce more vitamin D.
Awesome.
And then once it's totally dry, then you can put it in a jar, mason jar. You can put it in a freezer bag and make sure it's air sealed tight. You put it in the cabinet, and it'll be good in the cabinet up to 2 to 3 years.
Oh, nice.
And then when you're ready, just take some out, drop it in water, it dehydrates, it's ready to cook.
What do I got to do? Do I just go throw one of these logs out in my woods or something? Or
Basically, what you're going to do is you're going to find a nice shady area where natural rainfall is going to take care of it. That way, you don't have to spend so much time out there with a water hose trying to water it.
okay.
Every once in a while you might have to go out there and water it because when you go through the dry spell. That's just yeah, that's just if you're doing a vegetable garden, you're gonna have to go out there and water it. But with stockies and oyster logs, you don't have to do that as much. If you let the natural rainfall take care of it, you won't have to do that as much.
Have you heard anything, or do you know? Because I've got a place in mind that is right at the house, right next to the barn, right where we have our turkeys right now. But free-range chickens and turkeys, do they pet the heck out of mushrooms?
I have not.
I can put cage around it too.
I've honestly tell you the truth, I've not seen that happen.
Okay.
Now, the only issue on shiitakes is that you might get slugs.
Okay.
Every once in a while you might get slugs. Now on oysters, it can get a little buggy a little bit because of the simple fact, once the cap is fully opened, if it gets too mature, once it starts releasing the spores off of the mushroom, the bugs track to it because it has a sweet scent to it.
Oh, all right.
That's what attracts the bugs to most mushrooms, is because of that sweet scent.
Okay.
So usually when you're going to harvest oysters, you want to get it where the cap is just still slightly curved, not fully all the way open, because they haven't released the spores until you get it. Well, once the cap gets fully wide open, it is because the spores have been released.
Cool.
So really, honestly, tell you the truth, I don't see that chicken would be a problem. I don't know. I've not had that experience to know that for sure.
And are these just laying on the ground, or build a stand for them?
Now that's going to depend on what climate's on there. Okay. We're famous down here in the southeast for termites.
Okay.
We have to raise the logs up on blocks.
Okay.
Now, if you have cedar trees or pine trees, then you can put the logs up under there. The termite's not going to mess with it because it's too acidic. It's too acid. Termites hate that.
Okay.
So that's a perfect place. Plus, it stays shady all year round.
Right.
You know.
We don't really have a termite problem, at least not that I'm aware of.
Listen, you're more farther north.
When my house falls over next year, I might have a different story on that.
Yeah, if you start cracking the walls down and you start looking in there and you start seeing holes in there, you know you got a termite problem. You know, and they're little bitty white little buggers.
Yeah.
They look like little worms almost. You know, that's how that's what termites look like. You know, but other than that, we set all of ours up on blocks.
Okay.
You know, and we've not had any problems. You know, we've got deers, we've got raccoons, we've got all kinds of predators all over our property, and they have never once, you know, bothered our mushrooms.
We've got this little swampy drainage runoff area, less than an acre, little wooded area. But what mushroom did I find out there?
The pheasant.
Pheasant back or something?
Pheasant, yeah.
Pheasant back. Yeah, that's here. Everybody calls it dryad saddle.
Or people online told me that's what it was, and I ate a little. I'm still here, so.
It's now. I'm going to tell you about that one. You know, that one. It's better to harvest it young.
Okay.
You know, you don't want to harvest it where it's that big around because it's just. It almost kind of can get as hard as like a Rishi does.
I think
you know, it kind of tastes very woody. You know, and it's not very desirable at that point. But if you get it when it's young, it's still, you know, a little tender and so forth. That's when you want to harvest it, cut it up, and cook it and eat it. Never eat mushrooms raw, because mushrooms have what you call chitin, and the chitin has to be broken down in order for our bodies to digest it. Because if you have digestive issues, you're going to have an upset stomach. And that's the reason why we always recommend cooking your mushrooms. Plus, you get the better flavor of the mushroom because the mushroom releases its flavor. Every mushroom's got a different flavor, different texture, the whole nine yards. Cool.
All right, so that was really informative. Let you guys get out of here. I'm really excited about getting these in, and I'm not very patient. So the paperwork they gave us on how to care for them, how to harvest them, all that good stuff is very in depth. I did pay for these logs, so nothing I've had to say or my praise for them has nothing to do with being bought off. They are very informative. And then the paperwork they gave us is very detailed. So hopefully, I'm not going to promise, but hopefully I'll be doing another video here showing you where I place these mushroom logs, and maybe we could be doing some updates on them as well. So, all right. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.